But just to start off, I suppose for a lot of us, Christmas, we've overspent. And I just wondered, what's the best tip for starting 2023 on a good footing?
So I suppose really the first tip that we're going to talk about is the financial budgeter. And really, it's the best tool that I can encourage all of you to use over the course of the next week or two. It's something that I've done every year. I'm 49 years of age in my working life, and I find it to be really powerful. The problem we have is that a lot of us, particularly, as we're coming out of the restrictions that we faced, we're starting to spend more, and it's really a great way of focusing what you are spending your money on. The tool that we offer, and as I said, Keenan's going to provide the link for anyone here, is a great summary at the end where it helps you in a very simple way, just format what you're earning on a net basis and also what you're spending. It only takes about 10 or 15 minutes. I encourage you to do it with your online banking app open, or indeed a month's worth of bank statements. And the key thing to get from this is, number one, to find out what your potential savings amount should be. And this was what I was saying earlier about pay yourself first. I really want you to think about reframing your finances and ensuring that you are saving and that you're dedicating your money into savings, whether it be for short, medium, or long-term savings. And then you spend what's left over rather than the other way around. So again, the key tip.
When you look at this, how much should people save versus spend, let's say, on a monthly basis? Are there any hard and fast rules? When you look at this and when you put in the figures that you need to put in, but are there any hard and fast rules around what people should save versus spend on a monthly basis?
There's an approximate rule of thumb, and again, it varies on the specific individual, but approximately a third of your income should be on savings in those different parts that I've mentioned. A third of your income generally tends to be around your spending, whether it be on certain things that you want to do and so on and so forth. And then the final third on essentially paying back loans and debt.
And what kind of loans there are you kind of referring to when you mention loans?
Primarily mortgages. Mortgages tend to be kind of a large component of that, inclusive of other things like insurances and, as I said, short-term debt and so on and so forth.
So for anybody on the call this evening trying to get on the property ladder, or maybe with a mortgage where, they might be on a tracker and they can see that interest rates are increasing, where's the best place to go for advice on mortgages or for the best rates?
So for anyone who has a mortgage at the moment, I would really encourage you, and it's a really short window of the next 2 to 3 weeks, to look at your situation in terms of your mortgage and speak to your current bank about the possibility of refixing your mortgage now for at least 5, tending to 10 years. This would include those of you that have tracker mortgages. It is an opportunity. A lot of people who have had trackers, who have benefited from very low interest rates for the last 13 and 14 years, I would seriously encourage you to consider the rate that you're on versus what you can get with your bank. For those people that are looking to get a mortgage, I would encourage you to speak to an independent mortgage broker. We provide mortgage advice. We don't provide mortgages in Alpha Wealth. We prefer to stay independent. And there is still an opportunity for people to take advantage of what are relatively attractive rates. An example of which is Bank of Ireland have a 10-year fixed rate, currently varying between 3.1 and 3.5%, depending on your loan to value and whether or not you would apply for a green mortgage or not.